climbs or how sticky the humidity gets, nothing will be hotter this summer than the deals you'll get during Jeep Summer Days. Like a zero-down $279 a month Cherokee lease with only $774 due at signing. With all this, including air conditioning at no extra charge. Or get a great price on Jeep Wrangler. But you'd better hurry in because deals this incredibly hot are bound to cool down fast. Check out this $279 lease at your dealer.
Hello?
Susan, it's Fred.
Hi. Are we still on for tonight?
Indeed. I have reservations at Chez Joseph.
Really? That place is always booked.
Well, Shay's a personal friend of mine. Pick you up at 7.
Okay. So, do you look as good as you sound?
OmniPoint, 100% digital, 0% hassle. Get $179 Ericsson 388, the latest in digital wireless, for $49.
Dear Dave, I like Wendy's chicken nuggets, but my parents keep taking them. Ma!
I thought you were finished.
Dad!
I just wanted to make sure they weren't too hot.
Anyway, can you make chicken nuggets just for kids?
Dear Debbie, ask your parents to get a Wendy's Chicken Nuggets kids meal. 4 crispy chicken nuggets, all white meat, fries, a kid-sized drink, or a Junior Frosty, and a great toy. And your folks will be happy because now it's just $1.99.
P.S. Can you make a dad-proof Frosty?
That might be a little tougher.
This man's home is his hassle.
Look at this, my 2 little princesses. Come here, son.
To rest them.
Coming this fall to UPN 9.
What a ball game. Everything that you thought it might be. The home run by Sammy Sosa. A home run by Brian McRae. A 2-1 game. And partner, it's up to you now, baby. Don't mean to put any pressure on you, but...
That's not. I'll complete the game. Louis Lopez. It's my job.
You'll get a CG, right?
This game will be done when I'm through broadcasting. Game will be over. There you see the numbers for these 2 great starters today. Rick Reed. It's the 2 runs on 5 hits. Kerry Wood, only 4 strikeouts, but only 1 run off him on 4 hits. So Kerry Wood not striking out at that prolific rate that he had coming into this game. He has walked 3. And Wood's pitch here to Lopez, up high, 2 ball, 1 strike count. Lopez 0 for 2. He has struck out, grounded out. Todd Pratt's already come out to pinch hit for Rick Reed. Then the top of the order, Brian McRae. Lopez fouls the fastball back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mets have stranded 6, but only 1 in scoring position. 4 have been left on by the Cubs. 3 of those in scoring position as they've had the doubles today. Brian McRae, a home run for the Mets, accounting for their only run. And the pitch misses away.
You could just hear the oohs, ahs, and groans of the packed house and really across the street, too.
We mentioned to me between innings of playoff, as Pratt on deck, playoff fever you get here. Fouled off. The reason for it, the wild card race. The Cubs also 3.5 behind their division leading Houston Astros, but in the wild card race they are right now on top as they are ahead of the New York Mets by 2.5. Giants, Phillies, Dodgers all very much in the National League wild card chase. Mets trying to cut it to a 1.5 games here today. And he struck him out. High heat number 5 for Kerry Wood.
Louis Lopez chasing ball 4 with a guy that throws as hard as Wood. You can certainly understand going after the high rider. You'll get a lot of strikeouts on balls out of the zone up, just like Doc Gooden again did early in his career.
Rick Reed out of there. Todd Pratt comes on as the pinch hitter. Be an interesting battle. Pratt loves to go against the fastball. As a pinch hitter, 4 for 9 for Todd. He has 2 home runs. Takes a strike. Reed goes 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, walked 2, struck out 3. 1-1 this year against the Cubs, 1-2 lifetime. And Mel Rojas, the former Chicago Cub, in the bullpen, ready to come on for the Mets. 0-1 misses away to Pratt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both these teams have been red hot. Mets winning 8 of their last 11. The Cubs 7 out of their last 10. Mets winding up the road trip here today. Busted him, foul back. 1-2 on Pratt. He broke his back.
More Longhorn Beatles.
They're everywhere. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks for the 21-year-old. Opposition's hitting 191 against him coming into this game.
That's the best in the National League of opponents' average against any pitcher.
191. Young man gets Todd Pratt's bat.
Watch the Beatles, though. Beatlemania here at Wrigley.
Pratt with a new piece of lumber. That's trailing at 2-1 here in the 7th inning. Fans want a strikeout. They get one. Bat hits the ball. Throw to first. Oh, what a play by Grace on the throw by Houston. Very close to interference. Tyler Houston is talking about it at the plate because that bat almost hit the ball again after it was thrown away.
A hitter cannot intentionally throw his bat and try to make it hit the ball, but it sure looked like Todd Pratt was doing that then. Look at this play by Mark Grace. He also runs outside the line and then doesn't step on first base. Looks like he was making his turn then.
So the strikeout is number 6 for Wood. McRae fouls it off. McRae, a home run, his 15th in the 3rd inning, has also walked and flied out. That's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Kerry Wood.
It was a great play by Mark Grace, but again, watch Todd Pratt. He holds on to the bat, he sees the ball, and it looks like he kind of drops the ball or the bat near the ball.
Popped up to left field. Rodriguez over, and he puts it away. McRae retired. Side set down 1-2-3. 7th inning stretch time at Wrigley. Back after this from Chrysler.
Summer means clearance at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Clearance means low finance rates. Now get 1.9 APR on all Chrysler and Plymouth minivans. Clearance means America's lowest priced minivan, Plymouth Voyager, costs even less. Clearance means big factory authorized cash back. Get $1,500 cash back on Plymouth Grand Voyager and Chrysler Town & Country LXI. Summer means clearance. Clearance means savings at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
Making friends is our business was a motto that my grandfather created back in the 1950s when he came up with the slogan. Beer is about friendship, about relationships. It's about making friends, going out, meeting new people, and there's not a better beverage to do it with than a Budweiser. There are 500 million beer drinkers in the world, 80 million beer drinkers in the United States, and they must know something.
Every beat of my heart, every breath I take, you're the only one. What more can I say? Oh, girl.
The amazing Sony Mini Disc is the digital way to record your music on a disc and personalize your favorite mix. Sony MD lets you digitally record your favorite music and take it with you wherever you go. Make it with MD. Available at Nobody Beats the Wiz, a Cablevision company.
The Toyota Land Cruiser. For nearly 50 years, its capability has been legendary, unbeatable, until now. Toyota's first V8 Land Cruiser has arrived with an all-new 230-horsepower V8 engine and a smoother, quieter, more luxurious ride. More room inside. More convenience features than ever before, and a look that says roughing it doesn't get any smoother than this. The all-new V8 Toyota Land Cruiser. Get the real picture at your Toyota dealer now.
Chicago Cubs taking the 2-1 lead on the home run by Sammy Sosa. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning, and former Chicago Cub Mel Rojas will make his 2nd appearance in this series. He worked in the doubleheader, pitched 1 inning, and walked only 1. Rojas, the numbers he has had this season: We mentioned earlier how it's been tough for him to get into any game that matters because he just has not pitched that well over the last couple of months. Well, he's in a game that matters now.
He sure is.
The Cubs here in the bottom half of the inning. Tyler Houston, who's walked and flied out, leads it off. 27-year-old Cub catcher takes a strike from Rojas in the inside corner. Bottom third, Houston, Alexander, and then Wood due up.
Terry Mulholland warming in the bullpen. Gary, I do not think Wood will be allowed to hit here.
Popped up, shortstop, and playable. Hauled in by Lopez. One down. There is Terry Mulholland on the left, looking at the broken bat. And Dennis Cook warming up, the left-hander for the Mets. Today's game brought to you by Budweiser. Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. There is Kerry Wood, chance to win his 10th right now, with 3 walks and 6 strikeouts in the ball game. Kevin Ory is already out in the on-deck circle to pinch hit for him. Rojas with 1 down. Houston out of there. Manny Alexander is singled 1 for 2. He got out of an 0 for 5 coming into the ball game with a base hit. Ball game to be decided here at Wrigley today in the last meeting of the season for these two teams. Rojas with a 1-1. Alexander lifts it to right field. Husky backing up near the warning track on it and makes the play. 2 down. So Rojas gets the first 2 outs. And Kevin Ory will be coming on as the pinch hitter. And Kerry Wood will have completed his day's work, and as we said, the rookie will have a chance for the win in this ball game.
When you look at those 2 players, Manny Alexander and Kevin Ory, you realize that being a developed player can in some ways be a scourge. And the reason for that, if you're not a prospect like Ory is, you take a guy like Alexander, who right now is a better ball player than Kevin Ory, but relegated as the 5th infielder and a substitute infielder because they're trying to develop Ory.
And Ory pops it up. Lopez called off at the last minute by McRae. So a good job by Rojas. He comes on and retires the Cubs in order. Now the Mets will try it against the Cubs bullpen when we go to the 8th inning after this from Bell Atlantic.
Caught in a sea of changing rates and offers, choosing the right calling plan can be a daunting task. Bell Atlantic is here to help. By first listening to your needs, then analyzing your calling patterns, Bell Atlantic will help you select the local and regional toll calling plan that best fits the way you call. For your home or your business, take it from someone who knows these waters. Wild things are happening. Bell Atlantic. We'll see you there.
Let's crunch some numbers on America's best-selling minivan, Dodge Caravan. Right now, every Caravan comes with remarkably low 1.9 financing, or up to $1,500 cash back on Grand Caravan. Or on this Caravan, subtract $1,250 cash back, hit total, and your price is under $16,900, making it America's lowest-priced minivan. And imagine what all these savings can do for your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
60 minutes of news, 7 nights a week. UPN 9 News at 10.
I believe in the luck of the Irish.
International Week concludes on Wednesday, August 5th with Irish Night, presented by Budweiser. Show up at Shea to see the Mets battle the San Francisco Giants, and stay for the post-game concert by the Irish rock band Black 47. Be here when the Mets take on the Giants as the wild card race heats up. For tickets, call 718-507-TIXX.
Show up at Shea for Irish Night and enjoy a post-game concert by Black 47.
Terry Mulholland will be the pitcher for the Cubs. Kerry Wood going 7 innings and delivering for Chicago fans what he's done all year long. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks on the afternoon, 4 hits for the Mets, The big one, a home run by Brian McRae.
Left-hander Terry Mulholland, so Bobby Valentine will counter that by putting in Bernard Gilkey. Gilkey will pinch hit for Lenny Harris. 2-1 Cubs lead, 8th inning. And the pitch is taken up high by Gilkey. Of course, in this ballpark, there is never a lead that is big enough. Bernard Gilkey has faced Mulholland 38 times. He's got a .421 career batting average off him with 2 home runs.
There's no left-hander in the National League who works inside to right-handed batters any more than Terry Mulholland.
2-1 strike count on Gilkey, leading it off in the 8th. John Olerud, then Piazza due up for the Mets. Cubs looking for their 59th win of the year. 2-1 delivery by Mulholland. Fastball up high to Bernard Gilkey. 3-1. For Bernard Gilkey as a pinch hitter this year, he is 0 for 3 coming on in a pinch hitting role. Overall, it's been a struggle at the plate, hitting just .228, only 4 home runs for Gilkey. 3-1 jammed him. 3-2. Very tough for a ball player of Gilkey's status, a starter all his career, to suddenly find himself sitting on the bench. 3-2 delivery, and Mulholland got him as he went away. So Terry Mulholland strikes out the first batter he faces, 1 down in the 8th.
Came inside on the 3-1 pitch, and now you can see the catcher Tyler Houston moving away to get Gilkey.
John Olerud, 1 down, nobody on. 3 for 9 against Mulholland. Jackknifes out of the way. Olerud is hitting .345 off left-handers. What a job he's done off southpaws this year. In fact, hitting higher against left-handers, .345, than right-handers, .323. Mulholland, the 1-0 to him. Outside, ball 2, 2-0, and John Olerud.
Regardless of what Olerud does in this at-bat, this may be the last batter that Mulholland faces, because Terry Adams, the right-hander, is warming for Chicago.
Olerud takes the fastball. It's there. John is 5th in walks coming into today's play. Mark McGwire's got 109 to lead the National League. McGwire, Bond, Sheffield, Bagwell, and then Olerud are the top 5 in free passes. 2-1 to Olerud. Mulholland battles back to even the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Take a look at our Nobody Beats the Wiz on a town scoreboard. Phillies, who've been playing pretty good baseball here, trying to move themselves into a wild card positioning, on top again. Two delivery by Mulholland is down low in the dirt, and a full count on John Olerud. Three-two, 1 away. And he walked him. So Olerud is on with 1 away, and Piazza will be coming up, but he will not be facing the left-hander. As Timmy suggested, Tim Riggleman's not going to let Nick Piazza bat against Terry Mulholland here. Right-hander will be coming on as you look at our Toyota American League scoreboard. Mulholland out of there working a 1/3 of an inning, picking up the strikeout, but he'll be responsible for John Olerud, the base runner, on at first. Cubs on top by a score of 2-1. This call to the bullpen brought to you by OmniPoint.
Summer means clearance at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Clearance means big factory authorized cash back. Get 1,000 cash back on Chrysler Sebring Coupe and get low lease rates on Sebring Convertible. Clearance means bigger cash back. Get 1,500 cash back on Chrysler Cirrus, ranked best entry midsize car in initial quality by J.D. Power & Associates. Or get 1,500 cash back on Plymouth Neon. summer means clearance. Clearance means savings at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
Winners are like snowflakes, each one different from the next. Take Carol O'Rourke from Rochester. She just won Win for Life. Carol said an extra $1,000 a week for life will give her the chance to spend a lot more time with her family. Oh, winners are special people, aren't they, Youppi? I guess that makes me a special people person.
We have a winner!
A winner. Isn't that nice?
Never do. Whoa!
Introducing the first luxury SUV that doesn't ride like a truck. The RX 300, like no other vehicle or value on Earth.
Well, hello there.
At your New York, New Jersey, Connecticut...
And the right-hander, Terry Adams, 25 years old, comes on to face Piazza and takes the fastball up high, ball one. Runner on at first base, one down, 8th inning. Numbers for Terry Adams, who's been hit hard of late. 13 games, he's given up 16 runs, 13 earned, 20 hits, and 9 2/3 innings off it. And he falls behind Piazza, 2 balls and no strikes. Adams, fastball, slider, ground ball pitcher. 2-0 delivery. Outside with a slider, 3-0.
Good job of managing by Jim Riggleman also, because now Edgardo Alfonso is the on-deck batter, not Todd Hundley. Hundley's out of there. And that, again, is how starting Hundley can really mess up your lineup.
Strike on the inside corner. It's what we were talking about before, Timmy.
Yeah.
Bobby Valentine constantly making that decision, offense for defense.
Yep.
And when do you do it in a game? Now the Cubs have come back. He took Hundley out, got better defense with Lenny Harris when the Mets had a 1-0 lead. Now the Cubs lead it 2-1. But Adams walks Piazza. And the Mets have 2 on here in the 8th inning with 1 down, with Edgardo Alfonso coming up and Riggleman coming out. This is the middle part of that bullpen we were talking about earlier. He's not been able to find the consistent setup men to get to Beck.
Best he's got is out of the game, and that's Terry Mulholland. Mulholland working to 2, as you see Stevens, who just came into the big leagues along with Tony Fosses. Get the feeling, particularly with Jeremy Gonzalez, who was put on the disabled list yesterday, that the Cubs in need of a starting pitcher or a guy in the bullpen, but who isn't in the big leagues?
Yeah, who isn't?
What team can't use either a starter or a middle reliever?
Edgardo Alfonso will get his first at-bat here, and the pitch is outside for a ball. He came on in a double shift, and Adams can't find the strike zone. 2 on, 1 down. Mets down 2-1 in the 8th. Alfonso 1 for 5 lifetime off this Cubs right-hander. And another big year for him in bringing people home. Fastball is there, 1-1. Alfonso with 47 runs batted in. Mike Piazza leads the Mets with 57. His total on the year combined with the Mets and the Dodgers. 1-1 count. Slider down low, 2-1. Bear in mind the lead runner here is John Olerud at second base. Not fast. Piazza at first. 1 away. Riggleman bringing on Adams, hoping to get a ground ball for the double play. Alfonso pumps it down the line, foul. 2-2.
Bring up an interesting point, because especially with 2 strikes, Alfonso and Met fans have seen him shoot the ball to right so many times. And Sammy Sosa, with by far the strongest throwing arm of any of the Cubs outfielders. Sosa with 9 assists on the year. So with the combination, Alfonso does get a base hit the other way. The combination of Olerud's slow speed at second and the strength of Sosa's arm, there could be a play at the plate.
2-ball, 2-strike count. Alfonso, right field. Sammy Sosa. Mets bullpen will not have a play. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Interesting, Edgardo Alfonso last year hit more ground balls to fly balls than anyone else in the Mets lineup. Yet he has grounded into only 4 double plays this season. He gets a lot of ground ball base hits, and he's facing a ground ball pitcher here. Generally, in that kind of a matchup, it favors the pitcher. It's a ground ball pitcher against a ground ball hitter, usually to the pitcher's advantage. Inside, Adams bouncing off the mound after that delivery, and the count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Bobby Valentine, send the runners. You got a guy who does not strike out a lot. He's going to get a predictable pitch. I say send the runners right now. Tyler Houston out to give his infielders the signs of where he's going if the runners do run.
3-2 count. Alfonso, 41 walks, 41 strikeouts. 3-2. Runners go. Ground ball towards second base. Played there, Alexander. Only plays at first with the runners going. 2 outs in the inning, but now the Mets have 2 in scoring position.
And Jim Riggleman has 2 options here. With the potential go-ahead run on at second base, he can walk Baerga and have Adams pitch to Husky, or he can bring in the left-hander, Tony Fasas, and swing Baerga around to the right side. He did that the second game in Tuesday's doubleheader, and Baerga got a base hit to center field. It ended up driving in 2 runs with the runners running when Lance Johnson overran a ball.
Riggleman will let Baerga bat here against Adams.
Looked like Riggleman wanted to come out of the dugout, and then he went back down, realizing he had already come out once.
Strike on the inside corner to Baerga. Carlos 0 for 3 in his only appearances against Adams. 2 down. 2 walks have put 2 Mets on here with Olerud and Piazza, the base runners. Mets trailing 2-1 in the 8th inning. In the dirt, good stop by Tyler Houston.
I guess Jim's thinking that the reason he doesn't want to put Baerga on here is that he's already walked Piazza and ran the count 3-2 to Alfonso.
Too big a risk not to have a base open.
Yep, right.
Carlos Baerga. The RBI opportunity here for the Mets. Could tie it up on a base hit or give the Mets the lead. 295 with runners in scoring position for Carlos. John Olerud, the lead runner. Piazza at second base. Just missed on the outside corner. 2-1. Mets have not scored since the 3rd inning. The only run, the homer by McRae. Kerry Wood out of the ball game. Mets trying to do it now against the Chicago Pen. 2-1. Baerga towards second base. Manny Alexander the scoop. And Adams gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits. 2 left in scoring position. Back after this from the United States Postal Service.
Ship your package in 2 days with FedEx. And you'll run into 7 different price zones.
Ship your package in 2 days with UPS. And you'll run into 7 different price zones.
Ship your package in 2 to 3 days with Priority Mail. And there's just 1 price zone.
So, what's your priority? Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
My mind is less fuzzy.
Here's what real people think about Ginkgobra.
Ginkgobra has given me a sharpness and an alertness that I didn't have before.
I felt a remarkable difference.
Talked to my doctor about Ginkgoba. He said, take it. It will help your memory.
Clinical evidence shows the natural supplement Ginkgoba safely increases the flow of oxygen to the brain, sharpening concentration, mental focus, even helping to improve your memory.
Ginkgoba has helped me to think better.
I think Ginkgoba's helped clear my mind. It just cleared the cobwebs out.
Think better. Think Ginkgoba.
Why do I drive an Audi with Quattro all-wheel drive? Because I like driving a car that has an amazing racing heritage. A car that dominated the Super Touring Series. Bye-bye! Let's get this thing out of here, guys. Come on! A car that has such unbelievable traction that they banned it for having an unfair advantage. I'll take all the unfair advantage I can get.
Reese's Nutrageous. So loaded, you don't eat it, you survive it.
This copyrighted telecast authorized under television rights granted by Sterling Doubleday Enterprises solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, or use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of Sterling Doubleday Enterprises is prohibited. Any commercial or other use of the program, such as by charging admission for its showing, is likewise prohibited.
Third pitcher of the ball game in for the Mets, Greg McMichael, 2-3 on the year. He was traded to the Dodgers in the Hideo Nomo trade, and then he returned to the Mets for Brian Bohannon, the left-hander. Brian Bohannon, by the way, a terrific outing in his first start 3 days after the trade against the St. Louis Cardinals. With Greg McMichael in there, and this has just been a super baseball game, Gare.
Great game and not over yet. The home run by Sammy Sosa in the 6th inning after the one-out walk to Hernandez. His 38th of the year, and the Cubs took the 2-1 lead. They have it with McMichael on. And a check swing, and going around on that one, the leadoff batter, Brant Brown. Brown has doubled in 3 times up. Bottom half of the 8th inning, top of the order, Hernandez and Sammy Sosa to follow. Fouled off. A record-setting attendance for the 3 days with a doubleheader and 4 games played here by these two teams. 40,329 on hand, and a new 3-day mark of 121,449. Not counting the rooftops.
Not counting up on the roof. Huh?
Hit in the air to left field, not deep. Shortstop. Lopez wants it. Plenty of time to get there, and Brown's retired, 1 away.
You know, I think they are charging, though, now to sit on the roof over there. As a matter of fact, there is a tax that the owners of the buildings who allow the people to sit on top, there's a tax levied that they have to levy against the people over there. You can't just be an entrepreneur and let them sit on your roof to watch the game. What's this world coming to? I mean, come on.
You figure how many people, I don't know how many total it would be on the hundreds.
Yeah.
On those roofs.
Maybe 1,000.
Maybe 1,000. Yeah.
You know, all the way around.
Game after game. Outside for a ball. Memory of Harry, of course, on the sleeve of all the Cubs. 1-0 pitch drilled in the air, left field by Hernandez. Gilkey back at the ivy, looking up. It's off the top of the wall. Into second base with a double. Jose Hernandez just missed a homer off McMichael. Bobby
Valentine has just sent Mike Piazza to the mound as Hernandez just misses his second home run in 2 days. It's the top of the ivy, and Dennis Cook hurriedly warming. And what Valentine may do, Bobby may elect to walk Sammy Sosa and pitch to Mark Grace.
Sixth inning, Sammy Sosa On the breaking ball delivered by Rick Reed, drilled at the center, his 38th of the year, a 2-run homer. Giving the Cubs the lead. Now they will walk Sosa with first base open. Not to the delight of Cub fans, as you can understand. This will put runners on at first and second with a left-hander Grace coming up. By then, Dennis Cook will be ready in the bullpen. 8th intentional pass surrendered to Sammy Sosa on the year. He'll get down to first. 8th inning, Cubs trying to extend their lead. Greg McMichael waiting as he looks into the dugout. Bob Apodaca checking with the bullpen to make sure Dennis Cook is ready.
Hey, if this game gets tied up, Gary, both teams are going to be in trouble. Because Bobby Valentine will not make a double switch here. The pitcher spot's up third, so Cook is in to finish out this inning, and Rod Beck's warming for the Cubs. Both managers playing this as a 9-inning game.
Home plate umpire Jerry Crawford on his way out. Check with Bob Apodaca. And he wants the left-hander. So that will do it for McMichael, who comes on here third of an inning, gives up a hit and a walk. And Dennis Cook, the left-hander, will be facing Mark Grace after this from Cadillac.
With a $3.99 a month lease, it's never been easier to get your hands on a Catera. But be forewarned, once you've experienced Catera's European performance and world-class luxury, you may never want to let go.
Don't let go.
Catera, it's the caddy that zigs.
See your authorized Cadillac Catera dealer today.
Alfred, come here. Run over to Pizza Hut. Check out that new Fiesta Taco Pizza. Becky, check on Alfred. Cece, Victor, check on Alfred, Becky. Lou, no, you're Lou.
Only Pizza Hut has our new Fiesta Taco Pizza. A thin, crispy crust topped with beef or grilled chicken and all your favorite taco toppings, even salsa. So fresh, you gotta eat it here. The best pizzas under one roof.
They're not coming back.
Win-win. The state or condition of getting what you want at a really good price. Conversational use, I was in a no-lose situation. Welcome to the 98 Honda Clearance. Don't you just love it when you win?
As expected, a ball game going right down to the final out here in Wrigley today, with the Cubs on top by a score of 2-1. Managers trying to match each other's decisions.
Dennis Cook has led the Mets pitching staff in appearances. This is the 46th time that Dennis has come out of the bullpen this year. And he has pitched very, very well, pitching to a tough left-handed hitter here in Mark Grace.
Mark Grace up 0 for 3 today. 9th best hitter in the league. Starting today's play. 2 on. Hernandez down at second base, and Sosa's on at first.
In all probability, Mark Grace is going to hit the ball to left field. Dennis Cook keeps the ball away from left-handers. Grace with a natural stroke the other way.
Dennis Cook trying to hold this to a 1-run game. Give the Mets a chance. Back easily, Hernandez at second base. Mark Grace, a .293 hitter off left-handers, .339 off right-handers. Cook checking second. And Grace, towering fly ball, right field. Husky makes the catch. Hernandez tags. He's coming to third. Throw will come to second. Grace retired by Cook. 2 down.
Not only did Mark Grace not hit the ball to left field, but he pulled the ball almost down the line. Now another left-hander, and Henry Rodriguez. I think Mike Piazza out also to talk to Dennis Cook to give his infielders an idea about what he's going to do in case Sosa runs.
Sammy Sosa leads the Cubs with 13 stolen bases. He's also been caught 8 times. Piazza's thrown him out at a 30% rate on the year. A little below the major league average of 33% for catchers throwing out base runners. Sosa not being held at first, at least not on the bag. Good block made by Piazza. 0-1 to Henry Rodriguez. Rodriguez had an 0 for 11 coming to his last at bat when he delivered a double. Never has had a hit against Cook. Big runners out there in this game. 2-1. Cubs on top, bottom of the 8th inning. Henry Rodriguez hitting just .222 off left-handers this year. Cook's one. Oh, he's got a base hit into right field. Runner will score. Sosa stops at second. Hernandez in, and the Cubs have a 3-1 lead. '67 RBIs for Henry Rodriguez.
Dennis Cook tries to drop down on Rodriguez. And Allrood was off the bag, not holding the runner on, but this clearly a clean base hit to right field. That was a huge run for the Chicago Cubs.
Run will be charged to McMichael. He's also responsible for Sammy Sosa on at second base. Dennis Cook. Now he's got to face the right-hander, Blauser, 0 for 3, 0 for his last 11. 2 on, 2 down. Lopez makes the running throw to first. Allrood the good play, and that will do it. But in the 8th inning, a run in on a couple of hits. 2 left on base. Rod Beck, the closer, coming on 9th inning after this from McDonald's.
This week, the paper will be extra heavy from all the savings at McDonald's. Just look for these great money-saving coupons. You'll get big deals like a Big Mac or Quarter Pounder with cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. So look for the insert in your Sunday paper or mailbox. Did somebody say McDonald's?
It hushes highways and reduces wind to a whisper. It's as quiet as you want it to be. It's steering wheel mounted audio controls that let you live your life like a movie and score your own soundtrack. It's a 210 horsepower performance, and you've got front row seats. It's the RL from Acura. During the Summer Sales Classic, lease the 3.5 RL for $469 a month. The Acura Summer Sales Classic.
Hello?
Susan, it's Fred.
Hi. Are we still on for tonight?
Indeed. I have reservations at Chez Joseph.
Really? That place is always booked.
Well, Shay's a personal friend of mine. Pick you up at 7.
Okay. So, do you look as good as you sound?
OmniPoint, 100% digital, 0% hassle. Get $179 Ericsson 388, the latest in digital wireless, for $49.
This week, the paper will be extra heavy from all the savings at McDonald's. Just look for these great money-saving coupons. You'll get big deals like a Big Mac or Quarter Pounder with cheese sandwich for just 99 cents. So look for the insert in your Sunday paper or mailbox. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Big run that the Cubs scored in the bottom of the 8th inning. Several changes for the Cubs with Rod Beck out there. 30 saves, second to Trevor Hoffman, who has 33 saves. Hoffman, the stopper for the San Diego Padres. Lance Johnson has gone into center field. There's Lance. And Brant Brown has gone into left field. Henry Rodriguez out of there.
A 3-run lead, as 3-1 lead rather, as the Mets have been able to come up with only 4 hits in the game. Sammy Sosa, the big blow, came in the 6th inning. A 2-run homer, his 38th off Rick Reed, who is the pitcher of record for the Mets in this ball game. Husky, top of the 9th inning, leading it off, fouls it off Rod Beck. Husky, Lopez, and then a pinch hitter due up here in the 9th. The Mets will head back home for the day off tomorrow. Then San Diego comes to town. We'll be on the air Tuesday night with Andy Ashby. 14-5 against Hideo Nomo. Check swing on an inside outer to second base. Alexander, 1 down. One down in the 9th. Cubs with a chance in the wild card race to go 3.5 games up on the Mets with a victory here. Luis Lopez now will take on Beck. 0 for 3 in his career off the right-hander. And gets a fastball strike.
Rod Beck has that unusual delivery where he starts, he actually toes the rubber toward the third base side. And when he's in his windup, then he goes back to first and then back to third. Talk about a guy who's mobile on the rubber. Great shot of him right here from our vantage point, Gary.
And ahead on the count quickly, 2 strikes. Beck's red hot as a pitcher. 13 saves, last 13 chances, including yesterday against the Mets. Lopez just enough. Beck now has 229 career saves, 30 of 34 this year.
And Beck, the type of pitcher too who refuses to think wasting a pitch is good strategy with 0-2 on a hitter. He wants to finish him off right now.
Beck's got a 2-strike count. Lopez 1 down in the 9th. And Lopez gets the base hit to center field on an 0-2 count. Luis Lopez now will get the potential tying run to the plate, and Matt Franco, the pinch hitter for Dennis Cook.
See, that first 0-2 pitch Lopez missed, and now the second one he didn't miss. Short relievers, more than any other pitchers, want to finish guys off for whatever reason without wasting pitches or without trying to get hitters to go after balls in the dirt.
Now Matt Franco stands in.
Gosh, what is Mark Grace holding the runner on for? It's a 2-run lead.
With a left-handed hitter. Strike to Matt Franco.
Jim Riggleman trying to get his attention down there. Now he's yelling at Tyler Houston, and now they get Grace's attention. They still can't get his attention. Now he's telling him to hold him on. No way. Now he's playing behind him. But what he does, he moves behind him. To me, you play behind him just like there's nobody on. You give Lopez second base. Unless you want to protect against a double, and then you put him on the line, but you play him back. Franco's not going to bunt the ball.
1-1 count. Grace backing off on the pitch here, and it's away. 2-1. Rod Beck, 2-ball, 1-strike count. And why have your pitcher worried about this too? I mean, all this, Beck's now worried about where he's throwing the ball to Franco because he doesn't want him to pull it. 1 down, 2-1 pitch right into right field for a base hit. Sosa, Lopez will hold at second base, and the Mets here in the 9th inning not done. 2 on, 1 out, trailing 3-1. Now they get to the top of the order. Brian McRae.
The 0-2 breaking ball to Lopez, and now the 2-1 fastball to Franco, pulled into the hole. What a great baseball game this has been. Just terrific.
Been a great series. The Mets winning the doubleheader, losing yesterday by 1. A great game, and here we go again. We're in the 9th inning. Brian McRae up 2 on, 1 out. 15th home run came in the 3rd. McRae off-speed pitch up high for a ball. He has flied out twice and also drawn a walk. Brian's got a 7-game hit streak. Trying to continue this tremendous road trip that he has had. So are the Mets. Trying to go 6-1 on this trip if they can get a comeback win here. McRae takes the fastball down low. 2-1 or 2-0.
Last year at the All-Star break, Rod Beck led both leagues in saves with 29. He ended up with 37. Second half was miserable.
2-0 delivery. McRae looking for one to hit. Mark Grace. He'll go to the bag himself. That is the second out. Base runners move up. Lopez to third. Franco to second. 2 down. We will get a pinch runner or 2 here. Bill Pulsiver comes out of the dugout and will be the pinch runner at second base for Matt Franco. Representing the potential tying run at second base, Bill Pulsiver comes on for Franco. Now Bernard Gilkey, 1 at bat, struck out. Beck. Check swing, strike on the outside corner. Gilkey is 2 for 14 lifetime against Beck. Beck looking for the save. The Cubs for the win. Kerry Wood, their starter, waiting to see if he's going to get his 10th win. Lopez jockeys off third. One strike pitch to Gilkey. Outside corner, strike 2. Fans up at Wrigley. 2 down, 0-2. Gilkey strikes out. Beck gets the save. And the Cubs take the ball game by a score of 3-1. The Mets leaving 2 on in scoring position. Final score, Cubs 3, Mets 1. Back after this from Volkswagen.
My name is Walter Fischer. I design cars for Volkswagen.
I like to drive them. Marketing people asked me to design a special driver's car. I thought, well, I'll design it like my car. With a spoiler, alloy wheels, sunroof. Non-standard. My wife thinks they should call it the Walter Fischer edition.
They said they'd think about it.
The road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
So, I read an article that says they think about it every 8 seconds.
I wouldn't doubt it. It seems like the only thing Dave ever wanted.
They have one-track minds. It must be something biological or genetic.
Men, they're all the same.
Hey. You read my mind.
Caught in a sea of changing rates and offers, choosing the right calling plan can be a daunting task. Bell Atlantic is here to help. By first listening to your needs, then analyzing your calling patterns, Bell Atlantic will help you select the local and regional toll calling plan that best fits the way you call. For your home or your business, take it from someone who knows these waters. Wild things are happening. Bell Atlantic. We'll see you there.
Summer means clearance at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Clearance means low finance rates. Now get 1.9 APR on all Chrysler and Plymouth minivans. Clearance means America's lowest priced minivan, Plymouth Voyager, costs even less. Clearance means big factory authorized cash back. Get $1,500 cash back on Plymouth Grand Voyager and Chrysler Town & Country LXI. Summer means clearance. Clearance means savings at your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer.
Gary Wood, the winner, 10-5. Rick Reed, the loser, 11-7. Beck gets his 31st save of the year as the Cubs split it. Budweiser play of the game, 6th inning. A walk to Hernandez. Rick Reed delivers a breaking ball, and Sammy Sosa. It's his 38th home run of the year, putting the Cubs up 2-1. That would have provided the game-winning RBI.
And Gary, the Mets on this road trip 5-2, but that healthy greed says it could have been much, much better. Mets Baseball 98 has been brought to you by Pizza Hut, the home of the Sicilian pizza. By Ginkova. Sharpen your concentration with Ginkova, the natural supplement. Think better, think Ginkova. And by your local Chrysler Plymouth dealers. Folks, be with us again on Tuesday evening at 7:30 when the Mets host the National League West leading San Diego Padres. Closed captioning of Mets baseball is brought to you by the company you count on wherever life takes you. General Motors, people in motion. Our producer, as always, Mets Baseball 98, produced by and directed by Jeff Mitchell. Associate producer, Steve Olbaum. Matty Ryan along for the trip. And our executive producer is Rick Miner. This has been a presentation of WWOR-TV UPN 9 Sports. For Gary Thorne, from Wrigley, I'm Tim McCarver. Cubs win it 3-2. See you Tuesday, everybody.